नमस्कार। राज्य जगत विजन न्यूज में आप सभी का बहुत स्वागत है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में सौम्या चौरसिया की जमानत याचिका खारिज। एक अन्य मामले में सुनवाई को लेकर हाईकोर्ट ने क्या कहा, आइए सुनते हैं।
The Honorable Supreme Court
Yes.
will have any impact. Now, my lord, I've gone through that order,
Yes.
and I say this with respect.
Yes.
My lord, that's a case on a very completely different factual footing.
Yes.
The role is much graver for that petitioner, and none of the findings, my lord, which have been returned have any impact on my case.
Huh.
It is on two grounds that, my lord, the Honorable Supreme Court dismisses the bail application of the co-accused. If Your Honor could come to page 18 of this order.
Yes.
Lord, that's where the court finds that, Lord, if your Lordship sees para 20 of page 18,
Yes.
Lord, the court sets out a portion of the charge sheet, the prosecution complaint para 10, wherein, Lord, the court notes role of accused in the offense of money laundering. A. Evidences of offense of money laundering against Srimati Soumya Chaurasia. Mrs. Soumya Chaurasia is an officer of the Chhattisgarh State Civil Services who was posted as the Deputy Secretary in the Office of Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh and was working as an OSD to CM. Despite being relatively very junior in the bureaucratic hierarchy, she enjoyed unprecedented power and control because of her direct access to higher political powers. Information shared by the Income Tax Department and analysis of documents and digital devices seized during the searches conducted under Section 17 of the MLA revealed of the role, and the role is last paragraph at page 18. I'm reading. Information shared by the Income Tax Department and analysis of documents and digital devices seized during the searches conducted under Section 17 of PMLA 2002 revealed that Srimati Soumya Chaurasia, Deputy Secretary working in the Chief Minister's office, is one of the key persons in the creation of the syndicate headed by Shri Suryakant Tiwari. An extortion racket of this magnitude and nature was possible only when multiple state agencies fell in place and everyone supported the illegal acts of Suryakant Tiwari. This was made possible by Soumya Chaurasia so that pliant officers were posted in the coal mining districts who would listen to Suryakant Tiwari also. Now, my lord, she is being described as someone who is sitting at the top of this syndicate. And in fact, Mr. Tiwari comes second in line by virtue of her political access to a particular office and her undeserved promotion. Despite being junior, she is sitting at a higher level. So she heads that syndicate. That's the prosecution case against her. I'm sure she has a defense against that also. But that is what weighed with the Supreme Court in dismissing her bail. Secondly, my lord, if Your Honor comes to page 19,
Yes.
last paragraph. Now, this is something which does have a bearing, my lord. This is where investigation of ED says, in ED investigation is established that Mrs. Soumya Chaurasia and her family went on a spree of acquiring immovable assets during the period which coincided with coal levy scam. Now, my lord, here is where my case is on a completely different footing. I'll also submit it today, my lord. Not more than one or two properties came. And even those, my lord, are explained. Now, that was fact number one, my lord, which weighed with the Supreme Court, that she acquired properties during the coal levy scam. Her role was such that she was sitting at the top of the syndicate, my lord, if there was such a syndicate. And, my lord, if your lordship sees page 20,
Yes.
para 21, this is where a finding is returned. The evidence relating to strong relations between the appellant and Mr. Suryakant Tiwari, between the appellant and Mr. Manish Upadhyay, and between appellant and Anurag Chaurasia, the evidences of movement of funds acquired out of extortion syndicate run by Suryakant Tiwari to Manish Upadhyay, proxy of the appellant, the utilization of proceed of crime and acquisition of properties by the appellant in the name of her mother Shanti Devi and cousin Anurag Chaurasia, along with the details of the said properties, etc., have been detailed in the said prosecution complaint, which leave no doubt in the mind of the court that prima facie the appellant has been found involved in the commission of the offence of money laundering as defined in section 3 of the said act. Now, my lord, very different.
not applicable on facts.
Yes. Role, acquisition of properties during that time.
और फिलहाल के लिए इस खबर में इतना ही। ऐसे ही तमाम बड़ी खबरों से अपडेट रहने के लिए आप देखते रहिए राष्ट्रीय जगत विजन न्यूज। नमस्कार।